Yay. Looks like Lindsay did too.
Yeah.
Can she not? Lindsay, can you hear us? Nope.
Oh.
So we'll see if a few people hop on.
Okay.
Lori is here. I can see that. Lori, can you hear us?
I can. Can you
Oh.
see me? I'm trying to get my camera on.
No.
Okay, I'm working in my settings.
I'll ask to start your video. Lindsay, can you hear us now? No, she still can't hear us. I can't even unmute her.
Weird.
Yeah. Lindsay, can you hear us? Yes? No? Lindsay? Good timing. Ooh, Paula's on. She's in Utah right now. Hi, Paula.
Look at me.
I love it. Did you just get out of the shower too?
I did. I'm going to listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's what, 7 o'clock there?
Yeah. I'm going to be putting makeup on and doing my hair and listening because I think it'd be so fun to be a listener on your talk.
Oh, sure. No pressure.
How are you guys?
Good. How was Sundance?
It is awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's very, very good.
Cool.
It's cold here. How about there?
Yeah, it's cold and wet. And Coldwater lost last night to St. Henry. First time in 21 years.
I just saw that on Facebook.
Yep.
I woke up at 5 here.
Oh.
But I slept good, so.
Good.
Okay, I'm going to stop video so you can't see this horrible look.
All right, now let's see if Lindsay can hear us. Still nothing. Hi, Lori. I can see you now.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good, good. And Gail was on, but she left.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
That's okay. She doesn't like us.
Right. Something.
What is that?
Sounds like a lawnmower.
That's got to be Lindsay. She's got to be playing with her speakers.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
It's weird that she can't hear us. Okay, so if this is all that we're going to do this morning, we're going to change things up a little bit.
Okay.
Because I was really going to do some exploring of the program and that kind of thing, and really share the trilogy and how we coach. But since we don't have any potential clients on here, we have Lori. So Lori is one of my clients. She has been amazing and has really stuck with me and kind of integrated herself with me really well. A lot of clients don't do that the first week. So we just celebrated Lori. And Lori, what's your weight loss so far?
It is 9.4 pounds.
Awesome.
Yep, she is awesome. And she's like 10 or 11 days in.
Wow.
So she has really, really dug deep and done really well.
Yeah.
So, Lori, do you have any questions? Because you've got 4 coaches right now on.
Wow.
I know. Do you have any questions regarding anything with program, anything with coaching, anything like that?
I guess the best thing would be, and you gave me some advice on this earlier about, when the schedule's so busy preparing for the week, like on a Sunday or something. I'm not a big person. I don't like to cook a lot, but I do periodically. So I'd like to cook like once or twice a week, and then the rest of the week I'll probably sustain with eggs or prepared chicken breasts or something like that, and green beans. What types of tips do you have to be able to prepare for your next 6 days?
Abby, I'll let you come off mute and share because you have a busy schedule working thirds. So how have you made things work?
So what I normally do is just kind of what Leanne does, and I do chicken the whole week and just prepare my chicken for the whole week. And I normally don't freeze it because I know I'm going to eat it every single day that I do it. And then I just buy cans of green beans and just, heat those up real quick. And it maybe takes 5 minutes to make my meal, and then you can eat and you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lindsay cannot hear us. She's still Lindsay, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you on my phone. I don't know why not on my computer.
Yeah. Okay, strange. So did you hear Lori's question?
No, I didn't hear the question. I just heard an answer.
Okay. So her question was, she doesn't want to have to cook every day. So what are some strategies that if she wants to cook, she can make something, and then on the days that she doesn't want to cook, she can fall back to the chicken and green beans or eggs or something like that. So do you have any strategies to share with her? Because you guys are good meal preppers.
Yeah, we're big meal preppers. I don't know. We usually spend like a Saturday and make 3 or 4 different recipes. Let's say they all have, 4 servings in. We stick them in the freezer in little containers that are pre-serving. And when, you get home and you don't want to cook, it's real simple to grab that out. So yeah, we definitely do a lot of freezing with meal prepping, and that's been life-saving, literally.
And where do you get your recipes from?
Health Team Continued or Pinterest usually.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes Sandy's Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot of good ones on there that are all approved and stuff, but yeah.
She does. Yeah. Lori, does that help answer your question?
It does. I also wonder, does everybody pretty much follow the same time schedule? Like so far I've started like with my first fueling at 6 and ending at 7 in the evening. Is everybody pretty consistent with that?
I am very consistent because my schedule is consistent. My first fueling is at 7 in the morning, and my last one is typically at 8:30 or 9. But I am fairly consistent, just, usually at 9:30 or 10, and then at noonish, and then at 3-ish, and then we eat dinner about 5:30 or so. So my just natural in life is fairly consistent. You don't have to stay that consistent. So if you sleep in the morning, then when you wake up, have your first fueling, and then just go every 2.5 to 3 hours thereafter. So that might scoot you back a little bit, but the timing is not as crucial as one would think when it comes to, you don't have to eat at 6 o'clock every single day.
Okay.
And you don't have to have your lean and green every day for dinner. So you can change that up as well if you're getting bored or want to try something different Or if you're going out for breakfast, Bob Evans has a lot of things on the dining out guide.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
One thing that I do, Lori, is because the lean and green is actually a lot of food, so I notice that I actually get really, really full and I can't finish it. So what I'll do is I'll have some of it for lunch and then some of it for dinner and split it in half. So that kind of helps me. And because I work nights, it helps. So I can eat some when I get, when I'm at work, and then still have some during the day because I get hungry between that long stretch. So.
Okay. Sounds good. I've really enjoyed these social media meetings so far. Now, are there any that might be out there or pre-recorded sessions that I would have access that I haven't seen yet?
Are you logging into the Habits of Health calls on Wednesday evening at 8:30 after the community Zoom?
Well, my first one was this week.
Okay. So Paula, can you hear me? I'm going to unmute you.
There's so many great videos on YouTube. Just go to Habits of Health, go to Optavia. We in Health Team Continued, once in a while I'll post some things, but there's just really a wealth of opportunities. There's also, if you're familiar on your iPad or on your phone or your iPad, you can go to podcasts and actually download Optavia podcasts. There's a doctors and nurses call every week. So there's tons of amazing things, and they're in the past, so you can listen to a Habits of Health call on Monday night instead of Wednesday night, or when you really work, which a lot of people like to do the recordings and just watch them. So if you have a specific topic, let Leanne or your coach know. It is Leanne, right?
Yeah.
Let them know, and they can find you specific things. Like we were just talking, I'm at a leadership convention right now, and we were just talking about Craig Blanchett was at our meeting last night, and Craig does a Habits of Health calls maybe every third or fourth Wednesday, and everybody just loves his. So they'll go through and pick out some of their favorites of his and share those with clients. So yeah. Cool. I love all your questions, and Leanne, she sounds like a health coach already.
I know. I agree.
And I love your just your intrigue and your interest in this. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I can't wait, because Dr. A is coming out with a life book that's going to just revolutionize how we coach and the things that we can learn as clients and coaches. And we've been spending some time looking at that and just really delving into, how we make our new story, how we tell our new story on paper to ourselves, and also then, to be able to save it and share it with other people. So, okay, I'll shut up. Keep going.
Keep doing your makeup, Paula.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else? Any other questions, Lori?
Not right now.
Okay. So Lori, I'm going to put you on the spot again because Steph just joined us. Hi, Steph. Maybe she can't hear me. Wave. Hi. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. So Lori, I'm going to put you on the spot. So Steph is a potential client, and she is wanting to connect to hear about Optavia. So Lori, being 10 or 12 days in, I'm going to ask you, what have you loved so far with Optavia?
Wow, so many things. Well, first of all, I really appreciate my coach, Leanne. I'm going to give her a big shout out. She's been very supportive. The daily coaching has been so important. The resources that I received with my kit have been invaluable. There's a lot of insight in there. I appreciate the references and the educational material. The food is good. I haven't come across much that I don't like at all. It's been an easy program to follow, and I feel like I'm extremely busy. So I've been able to at least prepare the night before for the following day, and everything's ready to go. There's 6 meals. I've been able to work in the water, and actually a little bit extra because I mismeasured one of my water bottles. So it's been the easiest nutrition program I've ever tried, and I've tried a lot. I'm 55, so I've tried a lot.
Awesome. And tell Steph what your weight loss is right now.
I'm at 10 days, and I am at 9.4 pounds.
That's amazing. And you feel awesome.
I do.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is fabulous. So one thing, thank you, Lori. I appreciate you sharing that. And if anybody has anything they want to share, kind of as I'm sharing, just feel free to jump on in. So hi, Michelle, welcome. So like Lori mentioned, what makes Optavia different than other weight loss programs is that we're not a diet, we're a lifestyle. And so we really want to integrate clients into a really good, healthy habit lifestyle. So we do daily coaching for the first week, and then biweekly or weekly coaching while you're on program. The entire time, you've always got that coach connection. So that's going to help, that really integrates clients into the Optavia lifestyle, and really integrates clients just to embrace your health and understand your whys. So the one layer of success is coaching. So that's why we're different than others. The second is, and this is in no particular order, the second is the online community. And Lori has just testified that she has so fully integrated in the online community, listening to webinars, logging into calls like this to keep herself motivated and accountable and learning and things like that, that the more integrated you are with the online community, the more successful you're going to be long term. So then we have what we call our fuelings. So Optavia utilizes nutritional fuelings, and I will come back to those later and give more information about those a little bit later. But you can see that the diet that we're putting into our body, the food that we're putting into our body, is only 25% of your success with Optavia. So then we have what we call the Habits of Health system. And I want to introduce you to this man. His name is Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson. He is literally amazing. He is sent from God for sure. So give you a little bit of information about him. He was a critical care physician caring for clients, patients in the intensive care unit down in Cincinnati, top 10 in the nation. And Steph's having trouble hearing. Okay. And his wife was a nurse anesthetist, and he had 2 little girls at home. And he was working 21, 22 hours a day and not able to spend time with his kids, spend time with his family, and really was just investing all of his time and energy into treating sickness. And he said, you know what, guys, I need to treat health. That's what I need to do. So he went home, told his wife, they quit their jobs, they sold everything, and they moved out west. I want to say Oregon. That sounds familiar. Oregon or Utah. I don't know why I'm questioning myself right now. I've said this like a million times. They moved out west. So they started at that time a company called Take Shape for Life, which is rebranded into Optavia. And Optavia is always completely about healthy mind, body, and finances. And so Optavia has completely transformed my life and Paula's life and Lindsay's life and Abby's life. And now 10 days in has already transformed Lori's life. So I love that he has given us this gift to be able to share with others and pour into others and really just inspire them and retrain their mind to focus on health. So we coach through 3 stages of a program. So the first stage typically is optimal body or weight loss phase. Not everybody comes to Optavia needing weight loss, but primarily I would say 90% of people do come to Optavia to utilize the weight loss component, which is awesome. So the first stage of coaching that we coach through is the weight loss. And that's where we utilize our fuelings, we utilize our coaching, all of that. Then we move into what we call transition. Transition is when clients have reached their goal weight and now want to transition back into supermarket foods. So we walk them through week by week their transition process, where we add in the fruits and the dairy and the grains and starches. We slowly add all of that back in so that we don't shock the body, and so that we can learn kind of how our body reacts to things. Maybe we don't realize that we're dairy intolerant until we start adding dairy back in, and then our gut hurts again, or we're gassy, or we're constipated, whatever it is. So then once clients get to transition and through transition, then you're in maintenance phase. So maintenance phase basically is maintaining that healthy lifestyle by all of the habits of health that you have learned throughout the process. So the maintenance phase can be utilized. You can utilize the Optavia fuelings, or you can do all supermarket foods. I have a nice mix of clients that do both because they want to make sure that they're focusing on their health. And our Optavia fuelings are crazy healthy, crazy convenient, super awesome. So they say, you know what, in order to maintain my health, I'm going to continue to use these. And then I have other clients that we set up a meal plan for them. They know that they need this many fruits, this many vegetables, this many dairy, this many calories throughout the day. And they know to listen to their body when they're feeling heavier and need to kind of rein it back in or whatever. So, but we really focus on a lot of the habits of health. And that's where this book comes in. We were just talking about this a little bit earlier, and this book is called The Habits of Health. And so we work our clients through this book, or they work through this book. And then we have Habits of Health. It's I call it a workbook that goes along with it. And that is integral in client success as well. So most clients come to us wanting to lose weight, like I said. And so as a coach, we really like to hear what your health goals are and what your current health status is, because we don't sell any product. We're not salespeople, none of that. We're coaches that the company pays us to coach their clients. So we're kind of a representative for Optavia. So most clients will come to us and utilize what we call the 5-in-1 program. So Steph, I'm going to assume that we're going to put you on a 5-in-1 program. And let me tell you kind of how that works. So clients that are on the 5-in-1 program, and Steph, you have a friend that's on that program right now. So when clients are on 5-in-1, they utilize 5 fuelings and 1 lean and green every day. So you're eating 6 times a day. You want to fuel your body every 2.5 to 3 hours to really keep it burning, burning, burning. The first 3 days, we're detoxing your body. You can have a headache. You can feel kind of yucky. You're allowed to be grouchy, things like that. But then your body should fall into this very gentle, natural fat burn state. And that's when you feel amazing. And the first 3 days are totally worth it. And you feel awesome because you're burning that stored fat and you're losing great weight, but you know that you're fueling your body so perfectly, and you can find the contentment in that. You can find the excitement in that. So 5 fuelings and 1 lean and green. So a lean protein and a green vegetable. Easy. We have tons of recipes, or you can go super simple and do chicken breast and green beans, or scrambled eggs in a salad, or hard-boiled eggs on a salad, things like that. So there's all kinds of tips and tricks. And when you really integrate with your coach, that's where, if you need help figuring that out, we can help you. Like Abby said, she needs to break up her lean and green because it's too much for her to eat in one setting. So I personally don't have that problem. Never have, probably never will. I'm okay with that. I can own it. It's all good. But I know that I'm fueling my body so perfectly because Optavia with our fuelings, we have your macronutrients completely figured out. Before I started program, I didn't even know what a macronutrient was. So macronutrients, basically, if you want to take control of your health, you need to figure out all of your carbs, your proteins, your sugars, all of that. And we've figured all of that out for you. So let me talk real quick about the fuelings that we have. And here's my box of fuelings. This would legit last me for 5.5 days. No kidding. The only thing I need to think about on top of this is my lean and green. Okay, so let me pull some out and walk you through them. So I have, this is the bar, drizzled fudge bar. Super easy, convenient. Okay, this is one of my favorites. Paula welcomed me to this one. It is called the Honey Chili Cranberry Nut Bar with flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, and almonds. I never remember that, so I had to read it. This is one of my favorites. What am I saying? I love them all. Creamy double peanut butter crunch. And silky peanut butter chocolate chip bar. So if you can see, these are so convenient. You grab any 5 of these and you're good to go for the entire day. You don't have to think about them. They're all completely interchangeable. So like Lori said, she's busier than busy. She had her grandkids all weekend last weekend. Paula, she was exhausted with you. We talked about you being with your grandkids. So Lori was exhausted with you last weekend. But you know what? She knew that she was fueling her body so perfectly. She had energy to keep up with them. And she didn't have to think about anything except her 5-in-1. So don't think that we only have bars because we have shakes. Okay, this is the silky peanut butter shake, which is amazing.
And next week, new cinnamon stick pretzels.
No way.
Yes, new week,
Oh my gosh.
a new fueling next week. I think it's the 23rd.
That's awesome. Did you taste them?
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, better than the old ones?
Yes.
Yay.
Candace is going to eat them as cereal in the morning with crunch them up and then have them with almond milk.
That'd be good.
Okay, so I'll quit interrupting.
No, I like it. Is that the only fueling that's coming out next week?
As far as I know, unless they pop one at us today.
Okay.
Well, I'm excited about that now.
Yeah,
Me too.
me too. Okay, so my next thing I want to show you is the honey mustard and onion sticks. So these are like pretzels. So Paula just said that they're coming out with cinnamon sticks. These are honey mustard sticks. Yeah, super exciting. So I love these. These are, you know, when you eat a bar, it's literally, you can eat this in 3 bites, 4 bites. Like I can, no problem at all. So nobody even knows I'm eating, to be honest. And then I'm like, boy, I just ate that kind of fast. Maybe I should slow down. So these take me a little bit longer to eat because they're like, they literally are pretzels. They literally are pretzels. So then we have a lot of heatable items as well. Macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, penne pasta, oatmeal, pancakes, like all of that. But I'm kind of busy. And so I don't make those items real often. Maybe I should, but I don't. So I just stick with easy. But I do almost daily utilize this little cardboard bowl. Yeah, all of you are laughing because you know, like this is like I lick it clean. So the cardboard bowl comes with several of the fuelings, including this one, which is a chewy chocolate chip cookie, which is delicious. We also have a brownie, which is, yeah, Lori's given thumbs up. Yeah. So if you're like me, I have a sweet tooth in the evening and I want to, you know, I feel like I need to have something sweet. Here we go. And I know a lot of clients who make these up. I mean, you add water and you microwave it for 75 seconds. Does it get easier than that? And you know that it is jam-packed with vitamins and nutrients. And one thing I never said is every single Optavia fueling has probiotics. So we're getting that gut good and healthy. Okay. So these fuelings, like, you are seeing how convenient they are. If you go on vacation, take a piece of cake. They can make it through customs, no problem. They can make it through security, not a problem. If you're one of those people and you say, I don't have time because I have a lot of meetings, you know what? This is my coffee, my morning cappuccino. And I take this to church with me because church starts at 10. So if I eat before church, then I'm hungry really early. So I just take this to church with me. Or if I have a meeting at 9 o'clock or 9:30 or 10 o'clock, I make my coffee, my cappuccino, take it with me. Nobody even knows that I'm having a fueling. Okay. So super convenient, super healthy, and just all about helping clients see the benefits of being the best them that they can be. So quick 90-second story about me is that 8 years ago, I was fat and tired and not able to keep up with my kids, and it kind of sucked. And if they were sleeping, I was sleeping because that's just how I was. And I saw Paula, my coach, I saw her, she was my boss at the time. I saw her whittle away to nothing. And I kept telling my husband, I'm like, this is not going to last. It's one of those stupid diets. It's not going to last. And then I was in the car one day on my way to Cleveland Clinic with my dad, who needed to have open heart surgery. And he was 68 years old, let me do the math. He was 64 years old, had smoked for 50 years and needed open heart surgery. And I said, Dad, I challenge you to quit smoking. And he looked at me and said, Leanne, I challenge you to lose 50 pounds. That stung, but I am so thankful. So thankful. So that day I called my husband and I was like, hey, guess what? We had talked about me jumping on board with Paula's program. She was not even a coach at the time. We had talked about me jumping on board and he was like, we can't do that. We can't do that. That's ridiculous. And so I called him that day and I said, so my dad challenged me and he said, how are you going to do that? And I said, Paula's program. And he knew at that moment, there was no ifs, ands, or buts. I was going to do it. And we were going to figure out a way to make it happen. And it was the best thing I ever did. That was 8 years ago. And I lost 72 pounds in 5 months. Never looked back. So yeah, so I feel amazing. My kids got their mom back. My husband got his wife back because we joined the gym. I wouldn't even go for a walk before then. I was 220 pounds, a little over. It was crazy. Looking back, it was nuts. But it's the best thing I ever did. And so Optavia is always about healthy mind, body, and finances. So healthy body is why most people come to Optavia, but then we work on that healthy mind. And then the healthy finances comes into play when we talk about coaching, because this is such a gift that we can share with others, whether they're looking for a transformation in their health or a transformation in their finances, or if they're looking for a different career or an additional career or whatever. Optavia has these answers. We are led by some of the most amazing, heartfelt, God-filled people. And we have so many God-filled people on our team, but we can only reach so many people. I can only coach so many clients. Abby can only coach so many clients. Paula can only coach so many clients. Lindsay, Lori, when she decides she's going to coach, can only coach so many clients. So that's why we need more coaches to reach more people, because this is such a gift, such a gift. So we don't sell anything. I showed you the fuelings. I don't hold any fuelings in stock. Nobody can come to me and go to Leanne's store and purchase fuelings because I don't have them. I'm not selling anything. Clients are utilizing this amazing tool from Optavia that works. That's a life changer. It's amazing. It's amazing. So everybody wants to talk price because, of course, that's a sticky point in everybody's life. When I jumped on board and told my husband that I was doing this, I was financially motivated because I thought if I'm going to give up my family's finances for this, by God, I'm not going to fail. I am going to 100% make this work. And I did. And I probably went on plan for 4.5 months and never once cheated. Not once cheated. I was talking with a potential client the other day and she was like, "You're full of crap." Not really, because I actually did. And believe you me, I'm not perfect by any means. I am not perfect in any part of life. But I was so motivated on 5-in-1 and I felt so good. So let's break down the cost because it's not as expensive as a lot of people think it is. So Optavia, we encourage clients to purchase a month of fuelings at a time because that way you've got them always at your fingertips. And then we put clients in what we call this Premier Club, where you earn rewards and your fuelings automatically ship every 30 days. So that way you're never running out of fuelings. You don't have to go online by a certain date and order. It's automatically going to order for you, but you have full access. You are in control of your order at all times. You can change the date, you can add fuelings, delete fuelings, whatever. So a full month of 5-in-1 fuelings is around $400. But if we break that up, and that's $100 a week, that's $14 a day. The only thing that you are purchasing on top of that is your Lean and Green. And Abby and I are super boring, super boring. And we pretty much do like chicken breast and green beans or eggs, you know, that kind of thing. So like, I'm okay with that because my focus is not on food as entertainment. My focus is on food as fuel. So I don't care if it's boring. I'm perfectly fine with that. But Abby and I can do our Lean and Green for $10 a week.
Yep.
It's pretty legit. So when we talk about $14 a day, that's nearly everything you're putting in your mouth, except for your Lean and Green. So I like to use the example this last July. I, had this huge awakening moment because I was on my way to work. I work part-time at a local university. Like I said, Paula used to be my boss. So I work part-time at a local university. I was on my way to work, stopped and got gas and got a coffee. $3.50. Was it good? Yeah, because it was hazelnut coffee, but it was $3.50. Then a friend at work said, "Hey, Leanne, you want to go out for lunch?" Sure. So I went to C-Town and got a salad for $10. Then went back to work and got a bag of popcorn and a diet soda for an afternoon snack, another $3.50. By then I had spent $17 and I had not fueled my body with anything nutritious. I didn't get my probiotics. I didn't get any of my macronutrients figured out. Like I was all over the place that day and I had spent $17 and I was only halfway through the day. So that was like my big aha moment of just like, why am I not utilizing these? I mean, I have utilized these fuelings every day for the last several years. But at that moment I was like, boy, I'm dumb. Maybe I'm a slow learner. I don't know. I thought, $17 and I haven't fueled my body at all. So really $14 a day, the average American spends $23 to $25 a day on food that they're putting into their mouth. So I have a family at home. I still cook for my husband and kids. And maybe that's why I like my boring Lean and Greens, because then I don't have to think about my stuff. I can only make I only have to make what they're making, what they're eating. But sometimes I make a Lean and Green recipe and they like it. I made the chicken buffalo, cauliflower chicken buffalo stuff the other week. They all liked it. Even my 13-year-old daughter, who's the pickiest person ever.
Wow.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite is the taco soup. I like every day now. I want it because it's cold weather. So it's like the best thing ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So does anybody have anything to add? And Steph and Shell, I will ask you to feel free to come off of mute and ask any questions that you have at this point. I can't see either one of you on video, but hopefully you're hearing us. Maybe.
We have a question for you, Leanne, that you can maybe just say, what about alcohol? A lot of people ask about how to handle, drinking alcohol because they like on the weekends to drink. So what would your suggestion be for that?
My suggestion to that, and I have shared this quite a few times, is really dig deep and see, do you need to drink it for you or do you need to drink it for those around you? And maybe you bring a large Yeti filled with water and tell people it's a mixed drink. Like literally, if you are that into peer pressure and you can't say, I don't want that beer, but you need something in your hand and you don't want it to be a water bottle, then bring something like this and tell people it's your own drink.
Pretend it is.
Pretend it is. Yep. And sit back and watch those people get silly stupid.
Yeah. Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, exactly. I have had clients go off plan to drink on the weekends, and we as coaches never slap them on the wrist. It's their journey. It's their choice. But drinking alcohol will throw them out of fat burn. And so then it takes 3 days to get back into fat burn and their weight loss will suffer. So if that's what they want to do and that's their journey, perfectly fine with that. That's okay. But it definitely is not on plan.
Right.
Yeah. The sugars and the carbs is what throws them off.
Right.
And most people think drinking wine is better than having beer. Oh, I only had 1 glass of wine. Right. But that was 400 calories and how much sugar?
Right. So much sugar.
Yeah, exactly. And they never think of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, Shell, Steph, any questions?
I don't have any questions. I know Carrie really enjoys the program so far, so.
Yeah, she's doing awesome. She is doing
She has a lot more willpower than me, I will say that.
You know what? A lot of people tell me the same thing. I don't think it's about willpower. It's about your mindset and what do you want? What kind of goals do you have? And if you keep that focus, and really once you get into 5 and 1, or once you get into fat burn and you get further and further into fat burn, your cravings diminish so much. And if you eat that cookie or that donut or whatever it is, you're going to feel gross. So then it's easier the next time. So, and I always say I choose to not eat that. My kids and my husband made zucchini brownies the other day. Marina said, "Oh, Mom, you can't have that, can you?" And I said, "Well, I can, but I choose not to." So, yeah. Any other questions, Steph, as we've got all kinds of coaches on, or a question for Lori since she's 10 days into program?
I'm training for 5K, so how does that work with the fat burning? Am I going to get enough calories?
That's a really good question. I'm glad.
And carbs, because I'm used to, and this is part of my downfall, was I was a cross-country runner, so we carb loaded.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you from Kalida?
No, I'm from Mount Quarry, which is about 45 minutes from Kalida, near Fenton.
Yeah. Yeah. So how far are you into your 5K training?
I'm at 2 miles. I have a 5K on Monday.
It's on Monday?
Yeah. I can pick up distance running pretty easily. I'll have to walk some, but yeah.
That's awesome.
Pretty good coach in high school.
Yeah, that's awesome. So will you be running 5Ks after that?
I have the hot chocolate run coming up in November.
That's the funnest one ever.
Right?
Yes. Have you done that one before?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that.
One of my favorites along with the color run.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to show you. My husband is an avid runner. So these are all of his medals.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for him.
But you can see up there, there's my hot chocolate.
Nice job.
Yeah. I had to add that one up top. So I haven't done many, but I did that one because it's super fun. So we really do encourage clients no exercise for the first 10 days to 2 weeks. So that is because we're putting your body through a change, essentially. I mean, we're detoxing it. We're lowering the calorie count. We are really messing with your body, I mean, in a good way. But just really kind of, we want your body to be able to adjust well. So we do suggest no exercise the first 10 days to 2 weeks. And then after that, clients can exercise up to 45 minutes each day. So the fact that our fuelings have all of your carbs figured out for you, that won't be an issue at all.
Okay. But as far as the distance running wall, would I wait until after the hot chocolate 5K then? Does that make sense? Because I would be training.
Yeah, but you're not going to be training more than 45 minutes each day.
No.
So, and you're probably not going to train every single day.
Right.
Yeah. So
that would be okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there are some days that if you're hungry because you've exercised a little bit too much, then you might want a 6th fueling or have an optional snack like 10 almonds or a sugar-free Jell-O or a dill pickle spear, which is oddly satisfying when you're on program, because when is a dill pickle spear satisfying except when you're on 5 and 1? It's kind of fun. Yeah. So great question. Anything else?
Hey, Leanne.
Yeah.
She could also do like 3 extra ounces of protein on the days that she really puts a hard workout in.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't throw her out of fat burn.
Oh, cool. Is that better to do 3 extra ounces of protein versus 1 extra fueling?
I've heard both. I mean, I don't know that one's better than the other. But usually, like if people are exercising too much, they're going to feel, lethargic about 4 or 5 hours later. They're going to, they really can tell. And it sounds like she's really in tune with her body, so she'll know. But she could also slip into a 4, 2, and 1, like let's say the week of the race, and then just go right back into a 5 and 1 too, if she feels like she needs to add more.
Good call. Yeah. Thank you, Paula.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Paula. I do know when my body is low on protein. I can tell I get really dizzy, so that's helpful too.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. And do you know how much protein you need each day?
I'm assuming like 6 ounces at least. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Do you know how many grams?
No.
Like your body specifically? You say
no, I don't.
Okay, because 1 pack of fuelings, like the Crunchers, for example, has 11 grams of protein.
Oh, okay.
So just in your fuelings, you're getting well over 50 grams of protein, plus then you're lean. So yeah. So when your program arrives, you will get this guide. Rule of thumb is if it's not in the guide, it doesn't go in your mouth. Like Lori said, the resources that came with her program were awesome. So the guide will break down exactly on page 18, exactly what you need for your lean. You can have 5 ounces, 6 ounces, or 7 ounces. And then here's your green. So you need 3 servings of green every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be asparagus, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, greens like spring mix and lettuces, things like that, scallions, squash, green beans, wax beans, okra, whatever that is, pepper. Do you know what okra is, Steph?
I've only had it fried.
I mean, that's
It's a southern thing.
Yes. Does it look kind of like oatmeal?
It looks almost like, I would say, like a pepper. It has seeds inside, like a green. It's green and small and circular.
Oh, wow. Maybe I need to Wikipedia okra. Yeah. So awesome. So any other questions, Steph, or anything, Paula, Lindsay, Lori, or Abby, that you want to add?
Not me.
Thanks, so.
There's okra.
Really? Learn something new every day.
Right?
Yay. Yay.
Interesting.
Yeah, you try that, Abby, and let me know how you like it.
I'll stick with my chicken and green beans.
Awesome. So I did record this video. So if you have anybody that you want to share it with, let me know, and I will share it with you so that you can pass it along. Otherwise, I just appreciate you guys taking time out of your Saturday morning and jumping on for sure. So Steph, anything before we depart?
I don't think so. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Lori, anything before we depart? Are you ready to coach yet?
Not quite. I think I have a little bit more to learn. Maybe.
Nah, you're good. Abby's only been coaching for like 3 weeks, and Lindsay's been coaching for what, a month and a half? Something like that. So, and look at how much they've learned already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Sweet. Well, you guys have a great day.
All right.
You too.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.